All right.
Good evening. It's a nice, beautiful evening here. We're getting ready to get a storm. The sky's all black that way. So it's kind of a little cloudy, but it feels comfortable out here. Today, I want to do another bottle of Elijah Craig. I know I've did one in the past. We're getting ready to do another one. This is batch number A121. It's 61.8% alcohol by volume, 123.6 proof, 12 years old. Let's go ahead and get it poured. And I can already smell the nectar of the gods flowing off of this stuff. Oh, it's Elijah Craig barrel proof. What more is there to really say? Pretty much anybody that knows is going to know what this is. And knows anything about whiskey. Barton Scott titled it the bottle of wow. They're so right. So many of them are. But some batches are a little better than other batches. So let's tear into this one, because I've got two other batches open downstairs that I never did a review on. This one gets a review. Let's start off. No notes. I'm not going to use any water. This is just totally off of what I've been experiencing the last 2 days. This is only the third day it's been open. Yeah. Faint fruitiness. Faint. Loads of caramel. Toffee. Touch of butterscotch. How shall I say this? A well-tempered oakiness to it. An aged oakiness note. That's the best way to put it. A buttered roll, but it's like a heavily buttered yeast roll. Faint hint of the rye coming through. Not a faint hint. There is a hint of rye. I say hint. It's not a hint. There is some rye coming through. It's not a hint, and it's a very nice, comfortable rye. It's just ever so subtle wintergreen. That toffee and caramel just comes in waves at you. Everything else is a total accessory coming along with it. Palette. Oh, well, I guess they can talk about color. Oh, it's a dark mahogany. Nice dark mahogany. Slow building on legs. You can see it's just dwelling in the ring as it's where it laid up there, and it's slowly starting to form the drips. A lot of viscosity to this one. The oakiness, caramel, toffee. Hit you up front. Little black pepper. Cinnamon buttered rolls. Mouthfeel. Viscous. Rich. Totally encompassing. finishes with that rye, that wintergreen, that rye bread. Black pepper. If I hadn't said it, black pepper. The cinnamon comes on. Oh. And in that finish though, that cinnamon lingers with that rye mintiness. It all just works in your palate. And it keeps resurging back around. It lingers and lingers. A great long finish to this. Out of the two I've got open downstairs, to my memory, this is the best one of the bunch. I should do a direct comparison for you guys someday. But it'll have to be quick because I think this bottle will probably not last a long time. I really enjoy this. Whiskey burps, you know they get me. That viscosity is, that mouthfeel, that buttery, rich mouthfeel. There's a toasted note to it. I don't know how else to describe it. Toasted bread, light toasted bread note to it. This is a whiskey few others will compare to, bourbon wise. This is the kind of bottle that says, buy every one I can and never buy another bourbon. Why? I enjoy this one that much. My palate enjoys this one a lot. There's a lot of great bourbons out there. But what this brings to the table is utterly ridiculously good. Utterly ridiculously good. Great. Score-wise, compared to other bourbons, for me this is a 90. I'm going to give it the highest score I've ever given a bourbon. Maybe any whiskey. I'm giving this a 97. And it's rare for me to score something that high. But I enjoy this that much. Sometimes I'll add water. I don't want to add water. I don't want it to interfere with this experience. That's how much I enjoy this experience. I think water, if it helps it out, I will never know, because I don't want to add it. I don't care to add it. I love what I'm experiencing right now. This is good. Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs are all good. This one, to me, is extremely outstanding. Extremely outstanding. I'm going to get off my horse. Y'all know what I think. This is what few other bottles will be compared to. I mean, I will pay all day. The minute I see the next one, I'm buying it. Don't care. I'm buying it. This is an outstanding version of an outstanding whiskey that has a lot of outstanding versions. This one's exceptional to my palate. Enough adjectives. We know I really like it. Price-wise, I'm not even going to go there. If you see it, get it. Within reason. Don't pay silly, stupid second secondary prices for it. I would never do. I don't never do that for any whiskey. No whiskey's worth that. Especially bourbons. If I'm going to pay a secondary bourbon price, I'll buy a Scotch. I'll buy, for what I'd pay for a secondary bourbon, I can buy a Scotch that is, in my mind, equivalent or if not better sometimes. Anyway, remember the spirit in the glass ain't running from you. Take your time, sip, and enjoy it. You'll be better for it, as will we all. And I strongly encourage you, if you've not seen it, to buy it if you do see it. It's been out. It's the latest version. I don't think they've came out with the 5. I've not seen the 521 release yet, but it's due, the B521. I've only seen this one. And I snagged it off the shelf. They're not $55 no more. 50 and 55. They're half that again now, but they're worth every penny. Very underrated. Anyway, no, they're not underrated. Everybody likes them, but I know of. They're not underrated. Enough rambling. Have a good evening. Everyone have a wonderful evening. It's getting ready to get wet and stormy here. Thought about going fishing. Bet I fished last night and made it home. Got out of there right before the storm hit. Don't want to have to run from the storm again. So everybody, have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you later.